everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Infinite Magicraid. For today's video, we are talking patch notes. I'm going to take a look at all the updates to come, as well as some new heroes like always, so let's see what we think. There's some really big changes as well. But before we get to that, there's something else related to today, and soon, that I want to share with you guys. You might remember me playing Awaken Chaos Era not too long ago, and well, I always loved this game. When I stopped playing, it was just because that other game had me way too busy, but guess what? We're not playing that anymore. So, when they approached me about checking out the game, I was a little hesitant of rechecking out the game, but I heard about all the fun stuff they're doing like this. Returning players have some special rewards. If you're like me and you haven't played for at least 21 days, there's going to be this special offer to bring returning players, veterans, back into the game. So you'll be able to get 10 free summoning crystals, special gear sets, epic mastery books, and some other resources as well. I think this is really cool to kind of encourage people to give the game a chance again. Maybe you moved on to another game or you got bored. Well, they're trying to do some really cool stuff to get people back. This is awesome. You'll get some in-game free battle buffs to help make your stuff easier. And they're doing an amazing collab as well. Attack on Titan. That is huge, guys. This is super cool. I'm really excited to see something this big for this game, and I really hope that it helps them boost some interest as well. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people that are just fans of the anime that have never heard of Awaken Chaos Era, hopefully, whose eyes peak when they see this, right? This is super cool. There'll be the 7-day login with tons of rewards. You'll also be able to summon the popular heroes from the game. Characters from the game, like Aaron, Mikasa, and Levi. You'll be able to get Aaron for free with the login as well. Plus, they're going to be doing a little bit of an overhaul here for their actual interface. Just another fun thing for this temporary event. That event for Attack on Titans is starting January 11th, so stay tuned for that. But don't wait till then, because today, January 4th, starts the returning player rewards. So make sure if you have actually taken a pause from the game and it's not been 21 days, you might want to wait until that's 21 days hits to take advantage of those rewards. And if this is your first time hearing about Awaken Chaos Era because you're on my channel for those other games I'm playing, well, it is a fantasy-based gacha game. Wonderful graphics, super fun character designs, and I really have enjoyed Awaken Chaos Era, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's changed since I've been away. So we're gonna do that today live on stream. I will be on Twitch tonight after playing my normal schedule for today, Wednesday, and Friday I will be as well. We're gonna dive deep and take a look at all the changes that have been made while I have not been playing for a little bit with Awaken Chaos Era, and see what's up with these returning player bonuses. And then once the Attack on Titan collab goes live, I will be doing some more detailed first impressions about the game overall, regarding my thoughts on the changes since I've been away, plus all of the new events along with Attack on Titans collab. So if you want to join in the fun, there is a special promo code, of course. Ace Titan is live now. Ace Titan. I will also have a different code that I'll be giving out live during my Twitch streams as well. And there also, of course, is a download link in the description. If you guys want to have easy access to download, there you go. Come check out Awaken Chaos Era again with me live whenever. Either way, I hope you guys have a little bit of interest in this. I think it's really cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing all the events live in game, like attacking this guy as a temporary boss battle. This is going to be fun, right? All right, well, let's get back to the main game here and stay tuned for more about Awaken Chaos Era. All right, and I haven't even looked at all of these yet, so I mean, I knew of a few overall things that are coming soon, but I want to take a genuine first reaction and first impressions looking through these heroes and the information here with you guys live, well, live recording, whatever, as I post the patch notes video. So this is for January 5th, Thursday. We have a new hero for a Wizard's Eye, support hero Gleamon. Blue Mark as well, Legend Hero. We have a basic attack damage to a single enemy with a chance to inflict a resistance buff for 1 turn. Grants self 1 layer of arcane afterward. Bursting Knowledge transfers all arcane owned by self to Wisdom Runestone, and additionally generates 4 Wisdom Runestones and shoots all of the Wisdom Runestones afterwards. Runestones prioritize the main target when attacking, and then switch to attack the enemy target with the lowest HP when the main target dies. Each Wisdom Runestone deals attack damage. Okay, so far he sounds like a damage dealer, but alright. I love how they categorize supports as damage, like, or people that are damage dealers seemingly as supports way too often. Alright. That was the, yeah. So I think this is the passive. Gliamon, yeah, reflects the silence effect to Inflictor. Ooh, Ashindo. I've always said Ashindo. Is it Ashindo? I don't even know. Removes 1 random buff from an enemy whenever the attribute debuff on the enemy is cleansed. Gliamon has a chance to grant self 1 layer of arcane when the buff is successfully removed from the target, up to 5 layers. I like this anti-silence. Reflects it back. Ooh, I like it. Alright. Deals attack damage to all enemies, removes all buffs from... removes all buffs from them with a chance to reduce their speed by 40% for 2 turns. So we're getting an AoE buff strip. Hello, that's huge. That's really powerful in so many areas of the game. Not just, like, Tower of Mark needing a shield buff stripper, but that's bonkers for Arena. So this just says removes buffs. So it just does. This removal of buffs probably doesn't need effect hit. But a chance to reduce their speed will need effect hit. Support. Oh, wow. Okay, Wizard's Eye. This is interesting. I like it. Blue Mark Tower. Seems like a really strong legend hero. Alright, so we have exclusives here. Increase the number of Wisdom Runestones additionally generated by Bursting Knowledge from 4 to 6. And all Wisdom Runestones have additional 40% piercing rate. So this is a little bit of a mishmash modge-podge of skills. I hate when they combine heroes like support and damage, and like you want them to be fast, you want them to be high effect hit, you want them to do damage as well. It's so hard, and you have to build damage dealers to also have like chances to land their debuffs too. So I don't know, but I'm sure it sounds great though overall if we can get the stats. So let's see, the exclusive 2 refreshes the cooldown of Bursting Knowledge if Gliamon has 4 or more layers of arcane at the beginning of her turn, or grants self 2 layers of arcane if Gliamon has no or less than 4 layers of arcane. Okay. And exclusive 3 additionally casts Bursting Knowledge once after casting Intellectual Prison. Interesting. I'm super curious to see how hard this is going to be damage-wise, how hard it's going to hit damage-wise. These arcane, or what is it? Wisdom Runestones. And then we have another legend hero, Mamuk. Eternal Sect Defense Green Mark. Legend hero. Ha ha ha. Hammer Shield combo deals 2 stages of defense damage to each single enemy, the first stage of which has a chance to reduce the target's attack by 40% for 2 turns, and the second stage has a chance to inflict Horrify on the enemy for 1 turn. Alright, not a bad single targets or basic skill. Brashly Taunt. Mammoth grants self-taunt and immortal for 2 turns. Increases allies' speed by 40% for 2 turns. Okay. Strong support unit here. Defensive support, you know what I mean. Mammoth is immune to freeze, stun, and hypnotize. Grants an ally a shield for 2 turns if the ally takes single skill damage that is above part of max HP or is inflicted with any freeze, stun, or hypnotize. Ooh. Really strong defensive unit. I like it. And then Energy Snatch steals all buffs except attribute from enemies, deals defense damage to all enemies, and extends the duration of all buffs on self by 1 turn. So does that mean he can extend his taunt? That's pretty powerful. Can he extend taunt and immortal on himself? Can he do that first? And then next turn, go ahead and do this. Interesting. Wow, okay, this sounds really good to me. I don't know about you guys, this sounds insane. First impressions, this sounds pretty busted. Especially this stealing all buffs from all enemies. Again, another AoE buff strip. And help for the Tower of Mark. I mean, Green Mark has plenty of options. Well, I say plenty by Cial and Greta, and there's probably someone else I'm forgetting. But you can't steal the shield from the boss, but if it steals, it will at least remove it. So that's really helpful. Let's take a look at the exclusives. Mammoth gains 1 layer of engulfing power for every 5% of max HP lost after casting Barashly Taunt for up to 12 layers. Mammoth consumes all of the engulfing power at the end of his second turn after casting Barashly Taunt, and restores part of the HP of all allies for each layer of engulfing power consumed, or immediately consumes all of the granted engulfing power to restore HP for allies if Mammoth dies before this effect is triggered. So many long-ass complicated skills in this game, I swear, but yeah. It's not that I don't understand them. But it's like, connect the dots sometimes. All right, Mammoth has additional healing effect. Besides, Mammoth grants self extra max HP cap by 30% of the self-healing effect at the beginning of each turn. Wait, besides himself, he grants himself. Okay, that doesn't make sense, but all right. Whenever Energy Snatch steals 1 buff from an enemy, Mammoth absorbs a certain percentage of their HP, capped at 15% of his max HP for each buff. Restores HP up for all allies if his HP percentage is full. Whew, okay, this might be one of my new most wanted heroes. He sounds awesome. Step over, Greta. I have a new buff stripper that I want in my life. We all need strippers in our lives, guys. All right, and then our epic hero, new epic hero, Anton. Epic, Holy Light Parliament, defense base, and force mark. Basic deals attack damage to a single enemy with a chance to reduce 30% of defense for the target for 2 turns. Single target decreased defense, I like it. Second skill here, restores all allies HP, increases their turn meters. Heal and, I like that as well. Heal and turn meter boost, nice, nice. And counter attack. Anton gains 1 layer of Valor at the beginning of each wave or at the start of his turn. Anton consumes 1 layer of Valor and inflicts stun on the attacker for 1 turn when the lost HP caused by a single direct damage exceeds a certain percentage of his max HP during the validity period of Valor. This stun effect cannot be resisted or cleansed. Besides, the same effect triggers when self takes fatal damage. Okay. So the Valor is stun related. And inflicts stun. Oh no, they're separate. Ooh, okay. Interesting. And then he's a shield hero as well. Grants all allies a shield based on Anton's max HP for 2 turns. So we have shield, heal, turn meter boost. With a little bit of crowd control thrown in there as well. And a decreased defense. That's really strong. Sounds pretty solid for an epic, I think. And we have the exclusive of Bright Ahead. Cleanses 3 layers of damage over time debuff from all allies. And a cleanser. Woohoo! Increasing all allies' turn meter for every 1 layer of DOT debuff cleansed. Ooh, even better. Hello. Hello, anti-poison and HP burn and all the things. Holy Light Shield additionally grants all allies Consolidation 1 for 2 turns, and is exclusive 3 increases the layers of Valor Anton gains at the beginning of each wave to 3. Anton can only have up to 3 layers of Valor. Sounds like a solid epic again. All 3 of these sound pretty interesting, honestly. I think I'm most interested in Mammoth. All right, let's go. Event news. Of course, we have a Miracle Wish up for January 6th to January 8th. So keep in mind, if you guys are wanting to reroll accounts or start fresh for the first time, this will be the time to start out. You always want to start on a Friday when the new servers are popping with the Wish events. But Miracle Wishes are not where you're going to be rolling, so you'll only be getting whatever random summons from your excellent wishes to go by and supremes, but you will get a few miracle wishes, but they're not as easy to hit your mercy on, right? This is a nice little set here. We have Gilliman, Mammoth, Hertha, Taff, and Valentin. No, we don't need him. But then Anton, Joseph, Liz, and Oboro. Liz and Anton are going to be kind of similar roles, so that's interesting. She cleanses DOT as well, and has shield, and has healing. So they kind of fulfilled a similar role, just different factions, which is, I mean, that's good. We need all the factions covered as well. All right. New heroes can be obtained through Miracle Wish. After 2 weeks, they can be obtained through Excellent Wishes and Supremes. The ice skating event is now available for a limited time, January 9th to 12th. All right. Feature adjustments, stage. What is that? Oh. Optimize the battle rules for Classic Arena and Advanced Arena. Non-stop combat is now available for all Adventurer tiers. They listened. This game really does listen to us most of the time. Now, I know that there's sensitive issues like the food issue that they have to handle carefully, I'm sure. You know, maybe they probably haven't fixed the food problem because it's a complicated thing to figure out. If you make it too easy to max everything out, then people are instantly bored and they're asking for more content. If you don't fix the food problem, then people are complaining that they can't work on their heroes. So it's really hard they're going to have to find a balance of fixing the food problem without going to the extreme on the other end, right? I think that's fair. So they listened, guys. This is great. This is one of the things I instantly said in my video when I saw those patch notes. So, because they didn't actually include that it was only available per platinum or diamond tiers, right? But once you get to diamond, more than likely, especially with these new heroes like the really hard to fight Santa and soon to hard fight Allcaster come into play, you're not going to be doing these battles on full auto unless you're super, super, super OP as it is. So what about us people that just want to farm some stuff during an arena event? You just want to tank and then farm, tank and then farm. This is the time we need non-stop combat, right? That'll help quality of life, and boom, they actually did it. All right, then optimize the ticket purchase pop-up in the Classic Arena Advanced and Guild shops. The button Max is now replaced with +10. That's better, because then it goes shh, if you don't want to like waste all your diamonds at once or whatever, right? Okay. System claiming rewards from weekly card for 90 days when after reaching level 6 grants you a Legend Phantom Dragonite as the reward. So this is kind of like a reset of the weekly card. Like after you first get your Legend Phantom Dragonite, you have a chance to get it again. Optimize the operation mode on PC. Mouse wheel scrolling is now supported. Optimize the display screen of stamina storage button. Added Guild Boss Challenge and Guild Tag Arena Flag Owned to the Guild Info screen. Added the icon for Guild Info card in the Recruit channel. Updated the following system UI quests. And fixed the bug that sometimes caused the abnormal display of HP bar when in campaign battles. That was weird. We were doing Guild Arena and you'd go in and it looked like you had like half your health gone already. Or the enemy did. There was something really buggy there. That was strange. But I have to give the quick note that obviously they have not fixed the PC or decided to change the PC client's ability to be resized. So just keep that in mind. You can't resize the PC client, but if you go Alt-Enter and it will fill your screen. And then if you close the game while still in full screen and you reopen it again, it seems to stay in better quality. And then if you take it out of full screen mode, it's bigger. It's just a weird little quirk. I guess wish I could show you what I mean. I guess I could kind of. If I hit Alt-Enter, this is actually huge. It's actually my full screen. When normally it's only like half my screen, right? It's normally like literally half my screen. So this is pretty cool that as long as you open the game back up after and like you close the game and open it when it's full screen, it seems to stay bigger. I don't know if it's really affecting the quality that much or not, but it seems like it. All right, and let's go quickly through this. This is a whole nother level, guys. We have skill adjustments for all caster. So there's a lot of talk about him being super OP. TLDR, let's just go quick. This sounds like he's going to be really strong and maybe a little broken for Arena and even make Santa Nicholas teams even better. I don't know how that's the best thing in the world. But he sounds like he's absolutely solid now as a choice. And some people might excitedly pick him as a first choice now, but I don't know until... I'm not going to say that until we really see him going and see where he fits best in this game. Your first mythic will probably be what's helping you 3-star to get your first Catherine these days, based on the changes lately in the game. So keep that in mind as well. But we have... Let's see, he... Chance to inflict Horrify now becomes chance to inflict Freeze. His passive used to be Horrify related. And now it's... Everything I think is related to Freeze. So I'm actually not gonna go through and read all of these changes because I feel like talking about the buff to all caster is it's a whole nother video on its own, and that's pretty time consuming to really dive deep into that. But TLDR is he's gonna be quite strong, right? They increased everything and they adjusted him skill wise, so he just does. They made some changes here. But the fact of changing the freeze is really interesting as well. And they added in, let's see, they added the turn meter after taking this, still can only be triggered once 2 per turns. When an ally with Night King's Will kills an enemy after all caster dies, he'll be revived. So this is another new thing as well. So if an ally has his little mark, he can be revived. It's interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing it in action. I'm sure there's some other content creators that have already put out videos talking about his buffs specifically, so go ahead and check those out. I'm not going to do a video on his buff specifically because I wasn't really familiar with him very well before the buff, so I'll leave that for the people that have played him before, ideally, or at least maybe tested him on the test server before, well, during beta, right? But yeah, take a look if you guys are very curious about Allcaster. There is some big changes here buff-wise on this patch notes. So you could read through everything or take a listen. I'm sure the content creators are going to be putting out more. I'm just not going to do it again unless I had a little more personal experience with him. But that's all for now, guys. Sorry this was a little bit of a longer video. Thank you guys for watching, though, and I'll see you in the next one or live on Twitch tonight or Friday.